Welcome to the Slow Living Podcast. If you are ready to ditch hustle culture for good while continuing to meet your personal and professional goals, you are in the right place. I'm your host, Stephanie O'Day, and I work with overachievers from all over the world who are ready to stop living life in triage mode and start living the life of their dreams, one filled with abundance, joy, and a sense of purpose. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. Let's get started. Hey there, Slow Down Society. Steph here, and welcome back to another edition of the Slow Living Podcast. We're on episode number 232, and this is the second part of session 4 with Shelly. So we're 2/3 of the way through our 6-week coaching agreement, and Shelly is opening up quite a bit. In this last episode, you heard her talk about just all of the things that she's doing, and she's checking her list off, but she got sick, and so she needed to take some time off. And this second part, we're going to start talking a little bit more about work, because the fact is, work takes up a large amount of the human existence. Unless you're a trust fund baby or somehow are financially independent, most of us spend a lot of our waking hours working and doing things for other people. So how do you marry what you do for other people with who you are, what's your identity, and how you best take care of yourself? And that's the conversation Shelly and I have today. Take a listen and let me know your thoughts. Last time we talked, I know you had bosses out of town, and so it was kind of nice because you could do what you wanted at work. How's the last few weeks of work been?
Yeah, so that's been good. So then it's been a little intense since they got back because they're actually going out of town again tomorrow. Their daughter goes back to school next week, so they've been trying to get a few, more family trips in. Um, so so between their two trips, it's a little intense, but I've worked for them so long, I'm used to my boss's intensity. So I so it's been good. I'm enjoying it. I'm probably going to end up going back full time a little bit sooner than I wanted. But and it's funny because when you work for a husband and wife, sometimes you feel like you're the child in between them because they both have different ideas, but they're super funny and they're very loving towards each other. But it's just super funny because he would like me there for sure 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there was not enough community, he would find it.
Mm-hmm.
She, on the other hand, who's not really working a lot right now, but she is more practical. It's like we don't need to be paying somebody when she can get it done in this block of time until the business wraps up. So it's always like I'm always like looking at them both. So, but I'm enjoying the job. It's like I'm learning a new language. This is just part of the aerospace industry. I'm not used to dealing with new vendors, but again, that's always been my forte, that my boss relies on, that I can make friends with these people just on the phone so that we can get material we need and we can get things done a little bit faster than they normally would because
Yeah.
they like me.
Yeah.
So.
So during your work day, when you come home from work, are you like exhausted and spent, or
Not usually. Every once in a while,
Mhm.
depends on the kind of day. Not like I was previously with the previous business. It I was exhausted every day, but I was also, because I was on the phone all day with customers.
Mhm.
And when you're doing 8 hours of just being on and you're doing technical stuff, you're just, when you come home, the last thing you want to do, if my phone rang, it would just make me insane. Like, who's calling me? Even if it was just my mom to say, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
You just, so this has been a lot different. And that's why I think I'm enjoying it more, is I don't have as much customer interaction. There's not as much technical support needed.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's been better.
Is
The
it possible when you come home to float in the pool for 15, 20 minutes and kind of decompress?
Yes, probably. It's like then I'm like, that would be a weekday.
Yeah, I mean, you'd
Back,
get
it's a
wet. I mean,
weekday.
no, I mean, I get it. Like putting on a swimsuit and being wet and yeah, and their hair's wet. So you have to decide. Well, I don't know. Are you floating on a mat or on
Yes.
your back? Okay. So
Yep,
maybe
I
you
got
could keep your hair wet. Keep your hair dry.
yeah, I always have to keep my hair dry. Just
Okay.
gotta keep that color fresh.
Yeah. I would like for you to kind of look at where you can add like sprinkles and glitter to everyday minutia because I mean this is what it is. Life is a whole bunch of days strung together, and if we're waiting for a momentous occasion or some sort of permission to put sparkles or glitter or sprinkles on
Yeah,
it, you might be waiting for quite a while. So if there's a way to proactively decide on purpose, I like on a random Wednesday, I deserve glitter.
I do. Doing something I want.
Yeah. Are you taking care of the pets while your bosses are traveling?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, which can be a lot. It's like because it's um what they do is they have three cats and they bring those down to the airport. So I go back and forth to the airport twice a day.
Hmm.
That's a lot, but again, they do compensate me well for
Yeah.
taking care of that, and they know that I mean their pets all like me, and I am I'm not scared of the guinea pigs, and yeah,
Do you feel
yeah,
like a lot of people rely on you?
yeah. Well, definitely my bosses for sure, and then my nephew just asked me if I could come over to his house in September and house sit, dog sit, and babysit for his three girls, and I want to, but it's a lot. I don't, for
Mm.
somebody with no kids.
Yeah, no, three is a lot. Yeah. The reason I asked if people rely on you is I know we've talked in the past of being a people pleaser and that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to see if you get joy out of others relying on you or if it feels like a burden or if it's just a mixture of the two.
It's definitely a mixture. Sometimes it's just, ugh, like I just the idea because I think about how fun it would be to be with the girls, but to be with them 24 hours a day. I mean, I mean, taking them to school, you know, and
Hmm.
they're young. It's like 5, 7, and 8.
Oh yeah, they're very young. Yeah. These are your nieces. Yeah.
Yeah, and that they're, so they're fun. And of course, when I babysit, I like to try to do structured things, so it does not work so often. You know, always tell the people that don't have kids, it's like, okay, we're gonna make dinner together, and then we're gonna do this craft time, and and then in reality, it's just and they're fighting and punching each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. What would what would like a day where you're only responsible to make yourself happy look like? Like if you could have a day, a Shelly day that wasn't sick.
yeah, I
you're
know.
not in bed, but you're doing a Shelly day.
Um, it would just be like if I was home alone, I would just get up and I would do my morning chores because I like everything in place, and then I would probably spend the whole day in my craft room. I might, that's my favorite thing to do.
Hmm.
Have on some cheesy movies and craft all day and only eat, oh my gosh, and not make big meals. You
Mm,
know, have my charcuterie for
mm,
my big meal of the day. Um, Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I like charcuterie as meals as well.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I often bring for lunch.
Yeah.
Just meat and cheeses and little.
Did you during COVID when we were on full on lockdown for those first few weeks before we understood what was going on, did you craft? Did you do that?
I had no lockdown.
Oh, you had to go.
And the COVID meant nothing to me.
Got it.
The only different because we are a manufacturer. So so this is, our government at work, how manufacturing aircraft propellers
Mm-hmm.
um translated into essential workers.
Okay.
I never had one day off.
Okay.
So it literally never affected me. I did, and I avoided if I to go to the store if I had to wear a mask. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I very seldom even wore a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so my niece got married during COVID, and we had a wedding at my sister's house, and it was beautiful. I mean, it's odd to me when I hear people talk about how horrible this lockdown was and how depressing, and I'm just like, I
Yeah.
that wasn't my experience. It literally
Yeah.
did not affect my life whatsoever, and it, it's it just didn't.
Yeah. No,
So
I'm happy to hear you share that. So I was an essential worker and I had no choice and I needed to go. I mean, I
I
did
was kind of looking forward to that
I
first
know.
the 14 days. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I get to do this. This is the fun part of my life, but then the other part, I am a school secretary, so it was me, the principal and the custodian had to go no matter what, even though there was no one there. So it really kind of felt stupid. But I too feel whimsical not whimsical, wistful when people are like, "Oh, I took up bread baking and I did this or
Yes.
that." Yeah. So okay. So if you could have like really, people had 6 weeks, 12 weeks where they did nothing but hobbies. What would that look like for you?
I probably would have turned into like one of them sourdough girls for sure. I mean, I just feel like, yeah, it would have just been, although I feel like too, there'd be a lot of lazy time because I would feel like I would have had time to, oh, I don't have to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like
Yeah.
I could, I'm sure there would be full days of movie days.
Mm-hmm.
But
Would
yeah, I
you?
mean,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we've talked about retirement and tiptoeing into it and that kind of stuff. Uh, will you allow yourself to be quote unquote lazy
yeah,
ever? Okay. And without a health emergency?
yeah, I can just, I so look forward to retirement.
Right, right. So that's where my my very meandering path is trying to have you try and put some of that fun stuff now and not keep delaying it and kicking the can
Yeah.
down the road. So if retired Shelly can do all of these fun things, working Shelley could still float in a pool and could still craft and could decide on purpose to turn her phone off for a few hours and go off the grid.
I like to go off the grid a lot. I get a lot of complaints about that. But I talk to a lot of people all the time. So my phone's off.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I, I know. Why don't I do? Like Sunday was such a great day to spend with my sister, farmer's market, meandering around. Then we went to breakfast afterwards.
Mm.
And hanging out with her, I find that it also is helpful because she's much better I think, at self-care.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like when we went to go to breakfast, we went to this restaurant that's super popular, breakfast restaurant, so fantastic. But the wait was 30 minutes. And immediately my mind's like, nope, nope, we can't do that. That's gonna My sister's like, what? What do you gotta do?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that idea of no one needs me right now.
Yeah.
And I have nowhere I need to be right now. I can be fully here, fully present, and everything else be damned. Like
Yeah,
like
it was good.
and the world kept spinning.
Right? Yeah. It didn't matter that it was like a half hour later, you know. Yeah, so
Hmm.
I was gone that day, and sometimes it would get me anxious, but like again, like I said, being with my sister, she's like, what? Yeah, the dishes are gonna be there. And
Yeah.
I just have trouble with that mindset.
Yeah. Do you think you're type A or type B?
I don't think I qualify for type A. I don't. What's type B more though? Is that more?
Laid back? Hi there, pretty people. Steph here, and I have an opportunity for you to coach with me. If you've listened to the Kelsey, the Melissa, and the Shelly series and past episodes with Beth and Catherine, you know who I am. You know I'm a real person, and I am here to help you. It's not too late to live the life of your dreams. I've worked with people from all over the world, and I'm happy to work with you. You can find all the information at stephanieodea.com/coaching, COACHING. There's also an opportunity to plop yourself on my calendar for a free complimentary call. Just go to that coaching page and scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on the Calendly link. I'm happy to help and I'm here to serve you.
I'd like to think of myself as a type B, but maybe not.
Yeah. Do
I'm
you
probably
think
a
you're
little bit too uptight to be a type B.
do you think your sister's type A or B?
Um, she's a type A with a lots of, but I mean, she's a go-getter and she gets things done and she's very successful and she makes goals and but no, she definitely like like she stopped cooking dinner. Like it's been like 2 years ago. So she tells her she's like, I ain't gonna eat dinner, so I'm not gonna make it. And I'm like,
Well, and you said just a second ago that she does a really good job at self-care.
yeah,
So how can you marry the two? How can you, who kind of knows that you're too wound up to be type B, and so you're type A, but you can see that in your sister, but your sister still schedules in.
yeah.
And I'm not saying you should be a carbon copy of your sister,
No, I
but
know. It's just,
yeah,
but I know. I just think about it, and then I think I'm probably more. But even my mom's a super busy person, but now that she's retired, her busyness is mostly self-care stuff, like working in her yard.
yeah. So, I mean, you can be busy, but then also there's people who are busy because they are uncomfortable with not having anything to do. And so, like, it's kind of like a hamster is working all night, just moving things around the cage and quote unquote working and being busy, but there's nothing to show for it, really.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I feel like that. I don't like that feeling
Yeah. Yeah.
at all.
No. So, so you and I are recording, we're coming up to the end of the summer. Um, are there things this calendar year you really want to accomplish and so then you can look back on this year and be like, oh, I did this and then I did that?
I don't know. I guess I've never really like reflected back over a whole year. I feel like I count my accomplishments like day to day. I like that instant gratification that I got something done today.
Would you consider yourself someone who makes goals? So you say your sister makes goals and follows through. Would you think that of yourself or not at all?
Yes. But I mean, are they super big, heavy goals? No. I mean, it might just be getting my closet cleaned out. you know. Um,
But you feel accomplished after that.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, and then one of my goals that I haven't written down yet is to get back more into my crafting. And I used to work on a lot of design teams for manufacturers, and that gave me deadlines where I had to do 2 projects a month.
Hmm.
So I've been kind of toying with that, like maybe that's something I might want to do again, even though it's, because it makes me,
Yeah.
because I have to do this. And I did just finish a layout, and I just submitted it to a magazine for consideration for publication. So,
Good for you.
because that's been a long time, and that used to be very fulfilling for me. There's nothing like opening the magazine. And so, yeah, because I don't know how I got so far away from that.
Hmm.
You know, I think maybe just because my work, my previous job got so intense
Yeah.
that I was too tired at the end of every day. So now I'm feeling like I'm not so exhausted now, so I can maybe start doing things again.
Yeah. Well, and also if you've been spending lots of time doing things for other people instead of yourself, then it's not linear. You don't know every time the phone's going to ring what is going to be on the other end and what they're going to want for you. And so it's
Yeah.
really easy to put yourself and your ideas and your goals and ambitions on the back burner because you're working to help someone else in a way achieve theirs. Even if it's something as simple as you're taking your dad to a medical appointment, that's his goal. His goal is I got to get to this medical appointment and do this, and you then are the vehicle to help him meet that goal. But my hope is that through this process you start to realize that you get to have your own thoughts and desires and goals and see them through.
Yeah, because I've always felt like the only good excuse for not doing something for someone is if I'm working.
Oh shit. Okay, don't say bad words. Okay, let's fix that then. Okay. So for you, no is not a complete sentence. You need justification, or you
Oh,
feel like you need justification.
absolutely. Yes.
Okay. You have trouble saying no.
Oh, God, yes.
Okay. So when you're saying no to others, can you look at it as you're saying yes to what you really are trying to do?
Um, I don't know. Because what if it's just because I don't want to do it?
That's okay too. Okay, so that's okay too. So then that's I think important to really map out. So I see in your Google folder an empty 3-year plan. Did you fill out a 3-year plan?
Oh, I did.
Okay. Maybe I just don't have it. Um okay. So let's for instancing just pick health right now where it says where you want to be. Where is it you want to be?
Health wise.
Yeah, we'll just
Oh,
we'll just use that as an example of how to create little micro goals to get you there.
just I want to be to where I'm moving and walking on a regular basis and just not be sick. I mean, I just don't want to. I don't. I don't really have a lot of health issues. I had the breast cancer, but really that was such a short-lived thing. For me, in my head, it just,
Hmm. Okay, so like for some people, maybe they want to know that they can walk a 5K in 30 to 45 minutes. Does that seem
oh, I never, I just, I'm not a real sporty person.
that's okay?
So, I mean, so things like exercise has never been, I mean, I'd rather, maybe get, get into, do more of like a Pilates things and just be more balanced. I want to make sure that I have been, my bone, I just want to make sure as I age that my bones and that kind of stuff is healthy and that I can still bend over and tie my shoes.
Okay. Okay.
So
All right.
that
So
is
so
more
there's
important to me to just be
yeah.
overall healthy. Like,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
So
I've
so I
walked
like that.
in
So
walks before.
in 3 years, if we look at like Pilates type things, is it a possibility to plank for 45 seconds?
Oh yeah, God, I haven't planked in such a long time.
Yeah.
Would that kill me right now? Maybe, but I'll try it.
Sure, but you're working up to it. So
Yeah,
maybe you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe you plank for 5 seconds and then you do 5 seconds for a few days in a row and then you add on a second. And it's that kind of idea where sometimes people are so all or nothing, like very black or white that
Yes.
they fail. Like if you can't do this for 10 minutes right off the bat, then I suck and I'm not going to do it. So I don't want you to do those things. But if you know that when you're in your 70s and early 80s, you want to crawl on the ground and play with Hot Wheels with random nieces
Yes.
and nephews and that kind of
Exactly.
stuff. So those are great goals. So then in order to do that, chances are you can start working on balance and mobility, and let's see if I can stand on one foot for a certain amount of time. Okay, let's
Yes. That's the
do
kind of stuff
and
that's more important to me.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. It is not the idea of trying to fit into a certain size or have a
No, it's
certain
like when I
aesthetic.
have to, yeah, like when my earring rolls under the bed,
Right.
I
Right.
just,
Yeah. Well, that's why I like that you're getting this blood work taken so you
yeah,
can start tracking. Like, okay, well, if this is my cholesterol and it's really supposed to be here, okay, how do I get it from
yeah.
from
I know, and
there to
that's
here
and
and
that
that kind of
that
stuff.
will be a big thing when I get a full CBC because I know what needs to be done. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm an adult. I've done this before.
Yeah.
I just, over the years you get lazy and,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been, yeah, you just kind of get caught up with other things and
Yeah.
not what's important. So, yeah. So those
Okay.
are, health goals are just to be able to have just a healthy enough to do everyday things. I don't want to get to, I see people that can't, look at my dad who looks, it's like it's painful to watch him walk.
Yeah. Okay. So let's think about it. What does a healthy person do? A healthy person probably drinks water. How much water does a healthy person drink?
Oh, water is never my issue.
Okay. Okay. So okay,
So
well
yeah, so there's
just
certain things
humor
like
me.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there's certain things
Okay.
like that. I always have an emotional support water bottle with me at all times.
Okay. So we've got 64 ounces of water.
Oh, easily.
Okay.
Yes.
And
It's
then
just it's a family joke.
I know you've been doing 2 miles or so at the zoo walking. So what does that
Yes.
look like? 5,000 steps? 7,000 steps?
Oh, I think my girlfriend tracked it. It was 6,000.
6,000 steps.
I think
Does
yeah,
that
that's
feel doable on a regular
oh
basis?
yeah, I could probably do more. It's just I try to get everything done, in a certain amount of time. So, but then again, I would just talk. My sister just talked about this. We might be doing like a morning and an evening walk because we're like, oh, because it's so hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the zoo in the evening, do
Mm-hmm.
an evening walk. So, but as long as I can chunk that into like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
so it doesn't. Because I also
Yeah.
go to bed early, so
So good. So I like all these things. And the reason I'm asking you is because if they're scheduled out and then someone asks you to do something for them and they you do not want to do it, you can say, "Oh, that's my walking time," or "Oh, I," or you could just say, "I have an appointment," or
no, because I could never say that's my walking time because that would
"Okay,
feel so. Ugh.
okay, okay." So you can say I have an appointment, or you can simply just say no, because no really is a complete sentence. And it is tricky, especially with family. It's very tricky because you want to justify it. Um,
My sister always told me that I should always have an excuse already ready. She's like, because certain people are calling you why they're calling.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Do you
then,
answer the phone every time it rings?
um, just about,
Just about. So
yeah.
one thing you could do is keep your phone silenced
Well, it
and
is
then okay.
silent, so that's the only time because I don't I keep it off at
Hmm.
um but it is because I got rid of my landline,
Hmm.
which I I miss my landline because I'm old.
Hmm.
And that was I liked having that phone better. The cell phone just feels like sometimes just you just want to throw it. I mean, the texting and the it's just so much.
Yeah. Okay. I think what I want you to do is to start working on some 30-day challenges, and the idea that if it takes 40 days or 45 days to get 30 days, it doesn't matter. So I'll give you some worksheets, and I think give yourself gold stars for like the 6,000 steps a day. Like, oh, I walked a good amount today. And so you can check it off. Even if like the day before you thought you did better than today, like doing it still counts. Um, and then probably for the decluttering, just deciding to set a timer for 10 minutes and doing decluttering, like maybe after dinner or something on a regular basis versus waiting for a perfect block of time where you have 2 to 4 hours and then
I see
tackling it.
that that's such a good idea because like I said, I was so scared to start on my closet and then so I'm like, oh no, it's gonna take me 4 to 6 hours. It's gonna do 2 days. And it was like, 2 hours, I was like, and I felt good.
Yeah.
It's definitely got those endorphins going.
Yeah.
Like, check it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes I build up in my mind like it's so much more than it is.
Yeah.
I'm probably be
If
surprised what I can
you,
do in 10 minutes.
yes. And if you have those on your schedule in regular intervals, and same with walking, 10 minutes in the morning, noon, night kind of thing, it adds up. But then you will be less tempted to agree to do something you don't want to do. So like when an opportunity comes up or an invitation or an obligation or something, I want you to look at it like, am I feeling like I'm being pushed into this or am I being pulled towards it? Stuff you're pulled towards is crafting and doing things for you, things that really light you up. If it's the holidays and you haven't seen someone for a long time and you're excited to get together, that's you're being drawn towards them, you're pulled toward them. But if it's a, I gotta go do this, like that, so much of that just will wear you out. Um, and that's just not a fun way to live.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah. And again, if your sister talked to you and said she was doing it this way, or a good friend said that, like, oh, I'm not doing these things anymore because it's wearing me out, your response would be, that's awesome. Good for you.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got to work on you being your own best friend, your own cheerleader.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Between now and next week, what is it you would really like to see happen in your life?
what's going on this week? I would like to finish the scrapbook layout that's laying on my desk for 2 weeks. I've got paper, embellishments, photos. I would like to, yeah, sit down and finish it. And it's so cute. It's my little nieces with their little fairy gardens.
Hmm.
I would like to continue on and get more walks on the calendar.
Okay.
As if they're not, I mean, it's so important, like I said, I've talked to my sister, so I would like to coordinate our schedules. And then get a few more walks in with my girlfriend that she's a teacher, so summer's coming to an end. So I'll probably, and maybe start scheduling with her, which I know she needs to do this too because she gets caught up. She's taking care of two elderly parents. Maybe do evening
Hmm.
walks with her, but I need to get my walks on the calendar. So
Are you okay walking by yourself?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely do a lot on my own. So I have no problem with that. So if they can't go, like, or if they cancel, I go. I go to the
Good for
zoo
her.
alone all the time. But sometimes it's better because I can really pump it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I am fine. I go lots of places by myself. I'm just,
Yeah.
when I was single, I used to go to dinner by myself, to the movies by myself.
Yeah.
I like my own company.
Yeah. Which makes sense because you're pretty awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Is there anything weighing on you that you want to make sure that you get off your chest before we log off?
Um, not this. To be quite honest, I'm having a really good week. Besides not feeling well on Monday or yesterday, I was still feeling a little off, but I'm having a good week, and it feels like I said, I think little things like just getting back to walking again makes
Yeah,
such a difference.
it
It
does.
really does. And getting rid of some of the clutter in the house, and again, like you said, my house is clean. It's you would walk in here and you would be like, "What clutter are you talking about?" But I'd be like,
Why
"Don't open
why
that
do you
closet."
yeah. So is there someone like subconsciously that you're trying to impress?
No, just myself.
Okay.
It's all in my own head.
Okay.
Like every time I open that closet, it looks like it's gonna fall out on me. That's gonna be after the garage, then that's next, is the hall closet.
Okay.
Although, you know what? No, I'm gonna do 10 minutes on that.
Yeah. Well, one thing that's nice for 10 minutes is you could turn on a podcast or a book or music for 10 minutes, but also you can do an awful lot of just kind of mindless decluttering when you're on the phone with a friend, like just opening a drawer and decluttering because you're not really thinking. You're like, this is
Yeah.
a broken once something or
Oh,
other I put in a kitchen drawer. So it's like just a no-brainer to throw away.
yeah. A couple months ago, I redid my kitchen drawers. And can I just, sometimes I just go in the kitchen and open them.
So gratifying.
It's so gratifying. And I
That's
got rid
funny.
because I'm a gadget girl. Oh
Okay.
God, give me a kitchen gadget. So love them. But now I just go, sometimes I just go in there, and that's super funny. I just I think about it. Because sometimes I'll just go in and I'll open every single drawer and look in it and then close it.
It's really cute. That's really cute.
So I'm
Oh,
like, that looks good. Sometimes I make my husband come look. Doesn't this look good?
it
It's
does.
good, right?
That's awesome. Oh. Hey, are those headphones from United?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they
I
are.
I just got off a plane. I'm like, oh wait, I'm pretty sure I have those headphones.
Yes. Yeah, I was flying quite a bit when I was that company from Ohio. I was going back and forth. So yeah, so I have quite a few headphones.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, all right. I am looking at the time. I'm gonna turn
Oh,
this
we're
off.
over. Okay.
Yeah, we're fine. All right. You take care. I'll
All
be
right.
back
Bye,
with you.
Steph.
Bye next week.
All right.
Okay, that's the end of session 4 with Shelly. She got a lot of her homework done, but is still working on some kind of future daydreamy stuff. I wanted her to plan out a perfect Hallmark Christmas. And so next episode, we're going to talk about that a little bit more. And I want you to think about that. If you are stuck in your day to day where you are just in like task rabbit mode, checking off, checking off, checking off, there's not something that you're really excited that you're working towards, think about that. And it can be silly and it can be small. You can hear the gratification in her voice and just how thrilled she is with herself that Shelly took the time to clean that master closet. And it didn't take as long once she got started. And you can do that too. We talk about just opening and closing kitchen drawers and taking a look at how pretty they are. It doesn't need to be a huge, massive, like life goal, but checking things off a list that you've been putting off and putting off and putting off really feels rewarding. And you can do that. Easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy. Okay, pretty people. As always, I think you're amazing and lovely and wonderful and kind. I'll be back in your earbuds next week. If you are ready to start living slowly and ditch the hustle mindset for good, reach out to me. I'm a real person and you can track me down online at stephanieoday.com. Also, if you found value in this podcast, please share it with your family and friends and tag me on Instagram at Stephanie O'Day. While you're at it, go ahead and leave a positive review on your favorite podcast app. The more we share, the more people we can reach and share the slow down lifestyle and messaging. Thank you, Slow Down Society, and have a great day.